Okay guys, welcome to the video. We're currently trying to sort out party chat whilst using a PS5 and OBS and Elgato. HD60X in this case, guys. I use the Astro A40 Mix Amp Pro. And yeah, let's get into it. So just starting off quickly on the PlayStation, there's some settings that you're going to need to change on the PlayStation, which enables you to use the Elgato. You must do this first, otherwise you get a blank screen when plugging the Elgato in. Now, what I generally found is that the video I watched is that if I copied it exactly, my settings work. So on the PlayStation, you're going to go up to settings, and then within settings, you're going to go to, I believe, is system, and then when you go to system, it allows you then to go to HDMI, which then on the right hand side you'll see enable HDCP. Now that'll be toggled on if you've never used it before, so you need to make sure that that's in the off position. And then that just, I believe it stops all copyright infringements. So if you're playing games with certain music in it, or certain titles in it, or subtitles in it, or people in it even, it allows you to sort of capture that detail. So yeah, make sure that's switched off. And then if you come back out of there and you go into the sound settings, on mine, my microphone input device needs to be USB headset Astro Mix Amp Pro, because that's the headset I use, and the output again needs to be USB headset Astro Mix Amp Pro. And then that initial microphone will capture your game audio, your chat audio, and then on the headphones on the output section you need to make sure that it's voice chat audio. That's what my setting is, and you need to keep it on that for it to work. A lot of people suggest that the audio format priority needs to be Dolby, which you'll see in a second. But on mine, I've kept it at audio format priority as the linear PCM, which you can see just below here. Now I keep it at that just purely because the video I followed absolutely made sure that I followed it to the T and to the letter. Now some, like I said earlier, some choose Dolby. I don't know why they would do that. It must work for them. How it does, I don't know. I tried it in Dolby, it doesn't. Just so you know, guys, as well, because you're changing this to linear as well, you lose the 3D effect. The 3D effect doesn't apply. Obviously you get 3D surround sound, you get the surround sound around you, but you don't get above and below. So yeah, we've pretty much covered the PlayStation side of the settings, guys. If you change all these first before you do anything else, the rest is self-explanatory. So I think with that now finished, let's get into the main part of the video, which is all of the equipment. Right, so the PS5 Elgato OBS software equipment needed, or the equipment that I use more than anything. I currently have the Astro Mix Amp A40 headset with the Elgato HD60X. I use a PC. I also use PlayStation 5 and the OBS software. So this basically just is generally for me how I copied the video and how I made it work. So what I'll do is I'll show you the different items and how we set it up. Start with OBS software. You can use that, or Streamlabs OBS. I don't use Streamlabs because it's quite taxing. The Elgato HD60X, the PlayStation 5, obviously, which is what I use and why this video is made, really, because since changing to the PS5 it's been a problem since changing to PS4. The Mix Amp Pro, which got sockets on the back, and that's the Astro audio splitter which you need to help with this process. That's the front and back side of it, with HDMI in and HDMI out, and that connector there is for your optical splitter. That's the top view of your Astro, and obviously your monitor or TV, whatever you're plugging all this into. So the Astro audio splitter, let's start with that one first. You've got the front and rear, which is what you should have, and then obviously there's your back of your PS5. And with the Astro box, you're going to get a mini USB, and you're going to get quite a short HDMI cable. they supply that with the box. Now to start with, you're going to plug your mini USB from the USB slot on the back of the Astro into the back of your PlayStation near your Ethernet port, and then from your back of your PlayStation to your HDMI input would be the short HDMI lead that you receive with the Astro box. So you need to do that setup first, and once you've completed that, you can then move on to the bigger part of it. So pay attention, guys, it is quite important. So again, your Astro box is there, your back of your HD60X, back of your computer or laptop if you use one, which the connections would be similar, so keep an eye out for that. Mix amp, TV or monitor. So starting with your Astro, you've got HDMI output, so that is your PlayStation cable that you get provided with your PlayStation. So from there you need to go to the input section of your HD60X, and then from the out port you're going to go from there to your monitor or to your TV, which that completes your signal to your monitor so you can see your PlayStation screen. And then along with your HD60X, you were also supplied with a USB Type-C connector to a USB 3.0 connector. So you would plug that into the HD60X in the middle, and then from that point you would take it from there, you would go through to the back of your PC or to your laptop, but you must plug it into a 3.0 connector. I don't know why. The only thing I'm getting from it is that you need to do that because it's something to do with the speed that the Elgato works at. So you need to make sure that that's plugged in that way. So moving from there, you need to, the optical cable you receive with your Mixamp Pro, you need to plug into the back of the Astro box. So this is sitting there currently in between the HDMI out and the mini USB, which goes to the back of your PS, and then it goes into the back of your Mixamp Pro. So that completes your audio splitter. And then along with your Mixamp Pro, you would have received a USB cable, which again, you need to plug that into the back of the Mixamp Pro, which is in the middle next to the optical splitter cable there. And then from there you will go into the remaining spare USB 3.0 socket in the back of your PS5, like that. Just remember, guys, if you've got the Astro A40s, which I'm hoping you have if you're watching this video, there's a toggle on the back of the Mixamp Pro which toggles it from PC to PS4. You need to make sure that that is turned to PS4. If you leave it on PC, your box will stay in darkness because it's not receiving any power, and you won't be able to hear stuff properly. So you need to make sure that that is all connected as per the diagram. And once you've done that, there's one more thing to do with regards to the equipment, and that's something that isn't provided to you. It's something that I had to buy separately, and that is your 3.5mm jack. And this 3.5mm jack you can get from Amazon for about £6 or £7, and the purpose of this is that you plug it into your Mixamp Pro and your HD60X, and you'll do that like so. So you take the cable from the stream section of your Mixamp Pro, so the stream socket, it will go from that point, and then that will get plugged into the front of your HD60X, like I'm showing you now in the diagram. Once you've completed that, you've then sort of confirmed and decided that it's now an analog setup, which we'll come to later on in the 4K utility capture software, which should follow this shortly. But yeah, guys, that is it for the equipment side of this video. And if you have all of the same sections as me and you followed it exactly how I have, there's a strong possibility that it'll all be working for you at the end of this video. So with that said, let's jump into the 4K utility capture software. Right guys, welcome back to the 4K utility section of the video, which I said we would do earlier on in the video. And you need this software because when you actually buy the Elgato HD60X, or wherever you're buying the 4K 60 Pro or anything like that, you need to download the software which runs with it. Now currently I've got the HD60X, so I would come to this section on Elgato and I would download this. When you've downloaded this, you will be left with this screen. You will have this screen here, and this will be a utility. You need this screen open to be able to do what you want to do. So if you go to settings and then go to general, I don't mess with any of this. I think you can push this. I believe that there's something about this, or it improves something or does something. I haven't touched it because currently my setup works. The device, you need to make sure the capture device is the Elgato HD60X if that's the unit you're using. Or if you're using the 4K 60 Pro, you use the 4K 60 Pro. The audio input is normally already set up to HDMI audio. If you leave it on HDMI audio, it will not work. As I said earlier, the 3.5mm jack already plugged into the rear of your Mixamp Pro and then into the front of the Elgato, then makes the audio input analog. So you need to make sure that it's analog audio. Once you've done that, it works. Don't have to do anything else. I haven't touched any of the other icons. The microphone is my standard microphone, which is my Wave. I've got a Wave 3. So yeah, that's all you need to know from that. Right guys, welcome to the last part of the video where we'll be looking at what you do with the OBS Studio software, or Streamlabs OBS if you're using Streamlabs OBS, and what we do to get your Elgato into the software and get it capturing your PS5 screen as well as the sounds. So you've done everything that we talked about in the previous part of the video, and you're now on OBS. OBS is consistent of scenes and sources. The scene being the main section, so whether you're capturing your console screen or whether you're capturing your PC screen. I've currently got two, one being PC gaming, one being PS5 gaming. The reason why I do that is because I use Stream Deck to cycle between the both, and it allows me then to just quickly push one button to move between sources, just so everything's shown basically. So yeah, regards to adding the Elgato itself, you'll add that in the sources section, as you can see here on the bottom of the screen. And by doing that, you click the plus button. When you click the plus button, you will get up these range of selections within OBS, and there's a number of things to do: browser, color source, play captures, all sorts of things. But what you need to do to add the Elgato is video capture device. That will then pop up another screen which will come up with video capture device in this section. Mine says 2 because I've already got one created. You can rename that. I did. I named it to Elgato HD60X, so I knew what it was. And then when you push OK, it appears down here in the source. Now you can make it invisible by just ticking the eye and it disappears and you get a black screen. And obviously you can click that again. It's just a quick way of toggling it on and off if you don't need it. So when you've done that, you can right click and go to properties, or you can just double click and then it opens up the Elgato HD60 device section of the source. So you can sort of mess about with the configuration of it. You can configure the video, the crossbar, whatever that is. I'm not technical, guys. I don't know what all this stuff does. I haven't changed anything. This is default. Everything's default. I haven't messed with the FPS. I haven't messed with the resolution. I'm sure over time when I get used to it, I'll probably make slight amendments, but I'm getting a good quality video recording. I'm not really bothered. So yeah, and then included in this, if I just cancel out this quickly, you'll see in the audio mixer it'll populate, and if I move my icons on my PS, you can see that there's certain sections of the Elgato HD60X which populates, and it's the sound that means it's capturing it within the device. So any sound that you get on your PlayStation is actually coming through. Just one other thing to add, guys, and it's quite important that we haven't really got much detail on in the previous part of the video, is this Wave microphone. This is currently plugged into my PC, not into my PlayStation. So when I stream or record from OBS, it's still capturing my audio from here. And the Astro A40 headset, which I'm using on my PS4, which is plugged into my PS4 at the time of recording the party chat, that microphone will be the party chat audio within the game. So basically, to do this, you need two microphones in effect, one for your PS and one for your PC. Otherwise, your stream won't hear your voice. it'll hear everybody else's voice in the game chat, but it won't hear your voice. The reason why people can hear your voice is because they can hear it through your PC microphone, not your party chat audio microphone. I hope that helps you out, guys. I've been looking for months to try and find something that's more specific to the Astro A40, and this is. I hope it helps, guys. Ask me any questions if you need it. If you have liked the video, please leave a like and a thumbs up. If you're not already subbed, please sub, guys. I appreciate all your time, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.